arrangement. So to say, no, it's going to be like war. That's what brought them to where they are, and that is what has kept them there, and that is what they want to keep using to remain there. So you have to really have the massive number of people that are really going to turn up and overwhelm them. They are not up to you. But the fear, that's a tool. It's always been working. So one guy that has been using that same fear in the past few years is your police IG, Egbetokun, the legal police IG of Nigeria, the man that Kalu appointed. Number one, he is not even qualified to be a police IG, but he was appointed acting, then promoted. Then his time ended, only for Tinubu to unconstitutionally extend his stay. And that was what brought Sowore into it, because this is somebody who has used his office to oppress Nigerians, track Nigerians, gag Nigerians, and jail, including killing Nigerians by the police the policemen under him. So he's the same guy that would arrest Nigerians, charge them for cyberbullying, and when it mattered most to protect Nigerians, they are nowhere to be found. Egbetokun, so Sowore opened everybody's eyes to how illegality, okay, can never be legal. So most of the actions of the Egbetokun himself pretty much look so illegal all the while. So finally, Kalu told him to go and resign. And it is not that he probably retired or anything. No, he was told to drop your resignation, and that spread like wildfire. Okay, because a lot of people, including Sowore, a lot of them were more or less like, when is he ever going to go? Or the impunity that made him police IG, the Tinubu's impunity that made him police IG, is still very much at play. You know, they have AIGs, they have DIGs. The DIGs are the Deputy Inspector General of Police, who have had their wealth of experience, years of it. I don't know if that is even possible, because what difference does it make, right? What experience would a normal police officer in Nigeria have to rise in ranks and then get to the top of his career? Like, what is he going to do different? Like, what is any of them going to do different, right? Different, rather. Anyway, Egbetokun is resigned, and he will be retiring other police DIGs, as Tinubu has now nominated an AIG, Assistant Inspector General of Police or so, as the next acting IG. But the backstory, there is actually even more from there, because it's now came to light on the eve of Egbetokun's exit. It came to light that his son, right, received a whooping 100 million naira from the Anambra State's security fund. How did that happen? Like, why would Anambra State's government send 100 million naira to Egbetokun's son in error? Like, how? So here is the guy who was defending him last night before his stack today.
The office of the IG is uncomfortable with the searchlight that Sowore and some other people
we're doing this just because of gullible people. Ordinarily, these are not things we should respond to. We have serious issues. In fact, police officers can attest to the fact that the IGP he has very clean record. He isn't corrupt. People that have met him since when he was in state CID in Lagos, he's an incorruptible person. So we shouldn't respond. But like I said, we have gullible people who believe that when falsehood is being peddled over and over again, then it is true. And we have to protect the sanctity, the integrity of the force.
He's always called the IG illegal IG,
because he has refused to accept a duly amended police act, which says anybody appointed IG will spend 4 years irrespective of their age or their length of service. So I don't know why somebody would decide to use his own version of the law and not the one that has been passed by the National Assembly. So that point again to mischief.
Are you able to call Sowore to the table and say, find that? Because, I mean, for someone who owns a platform like Sahara Reporters, and if there are things that are being published, it must have a perspective. There must have been an angle.
Well, we choose to respond officially. Oh, you've said this, and this is what we've said. But you know, we have responded and clarified issues over and over and over again. And this person is hell bent on peddling the same falsehood of Sowore said IG was harboring a criminal inside Force headquarters and was giving him security to be committing fraud. How is that possible? How is that even reasonable? Well, we're happy that the case is being handled by the EFCC now, so that the truth can come to light. But I can assure you, I stay in that same Force headquarters. I stay on the 7th floor. So to get to the 7th floor, I move from ground floor to 7th floor every day. And I can tell you that that is not even possible. So these are the extent of lies that are being peddled. So like I said, we've responded, but if you choose to keep doing what is obviously wrong, then we have no option but in the interest of the organization, the sanctity of the organization, to approach the courts to stop you. And that has been done.
Nuisance Lele.
What did that guy name again? Is his name something Frank something? Anyway, he was there to debunk as expected. He's working for Egbetokun. He went on again to add this, by the way, in that same interview.
What exactly? What's the history behind Sowore and IG? Have they met before? Do they know each other before?
Well, yeah.
Because he's never going to get off the backs of IG.
Well, the court has asked him to stop, to refrain from that, and if he doesn't do that, then he's going against the court order, because we cannot allow this kind of thing to continue. It doesn't really make any sense for you to just wake up and commence a campaign of calumny against him. Oh, you could remember when he said, oh, 100 million naira was paid into the account of the son of the IGP. And you know, I called the son of the IGP immediately to find out what happened, and he explained that yes, I saw 100 million in my account, and I told my account officer to reverse the money immediately, which he did. He printed out his statement of account, he showed me, he sent it to me, I saw it, which he did. Only for Sowore reporters to say, oh yes, the money was returned, then cash was withdrawn again and paid into the IGP son's account again. And I saw the statement of account, there was nothing like that. In fact, exposing the details of the account and everything, the young man was forced to close down that account so that people would not use it to commit any other form of mischief. In any case, he has written a petition to the EFCC for that allegation to be investigated. And if it turns out that it's false, then we can invoke the EFCC would invoke the Cyber Crimes Act.
Nuisance Lele.
It's a rot see Ben 10. We'll have Ben 10, Ben 10. Yeah, Hundeyin. I remember him now. He's actually like a bright guy. Fortunately, it is Nigeria, right? And his job is to defend his boss, including when he is not making any sense. Some reporters confirmed that 100 million naira was paid into the account of the police IG's son. Right? They gave evidence of that from the Anambra state government. Anambra state government never said anything. They just kept, right? But Ben 10 was on TV last night to tell us that the boy returned the money. He surprisingly saw, he kind of like surprised to have seen 100 million naira in his bank account, you know, from Anambra State Security Fund. Who paid that money? Like at the point of sending pay or pay this person, does the Anambra state government not have the what they call the technical know-how of the people they are paying? No. Anyway, Ben 10 said that he returned the money. Other reporters said no, the money was withdrawn from the account and then in cash. So they don't believe that he returned the money. Something shady was going on before his father was sacked. Now, you know, say Sowore also won a case against them that they were supposed to pay Sowore 30 million naira, Nigerian police. They said they are working on how to pay him. Right now, Sowore said he's broke, he needs his money. He also said that, you know, el-rufai is in kind of like he's in detention. Yeah, el-rufai is in detention of the document stupid service. Although the media says he is in detention of ICPC. ICPC has no detention. So, you know, so they are working with the DSS. I think EFCC has, but I don't know if ICPC also have their own detention center. So, but DSS they were the one who picked him up. And they claimed that they dropped him at the EFCC. The report is that el-rufai He's now bleeding from his nose bleeding. So his own media aide released a statement that el-rufai requires health, medical care. So the condition of his detention has affected his neurological. Don't mind me, I'm trying to talk about something that will bring blood to your nose. I don't think they are torturing him, because the aide didn't say they tortured him and bled, and they beat him to bleed. Okay, so right now they are demanding that they should let el-rufai go and attend to his health. But he is appearing in court tomorrow, right? He is appearing in court tomorrow for spying on Ibadan. It is a DSS case, and he is expected to be sent to Kuje prison tomorrow. You know, the way they will do it, they will say they are trying to get his bail and all of that stuff, right? So Malami is also still very much in detention. That one, court has granted him bail. You know that court granted Malami bail for over a month now. But the condition of the bail is so stringent, right, that Malami couldn't meet up. Sowore said he sent his people to him to come and bail him out. I don't know if this is Sowore's sarcasm or something, yeah? But watch this.
Malami sent people to me and our lawyer to come and bail him out of Kuje. He suddenly found out that we are the most credible people can do. I'm sure el-rufai must have been looking for a way now to reach out, because all this shouting about bleeding of nose is to get sympathy. I'm not saying that his nose is not bleeding, and I call on the government to stop his nose bleed. It must give him good doctors, or take him to Kaduna to go to the hospital he built to stop the bleeding. If you are in power in this country, like the governor, head of state or president, vice president, senators, you should take care of the prisons in case you find yourselves there. I don't know what his legal strategies are, but what we know is that he's being held by his friends in the APC. And this is the strategy they used to use on others. I'm surprised that his nose is bleeding at the ICPC. When did his nose start bleeding? When he was governor, was his nose bleeding? But I'm not making fun of him, because I don't support any form of impunity against anybody. But even while we are condemning impunity, we must also not let history evade us by reminding ourselves that these guys created the monsters that is now consuming them. They are both culpable and liable for paying me 30 million, and they haven't paid me. And that's affecting me right now because I'm broke. I need the money. But they are not the only one. The DSS is also owing me over 2.5 million naira. Judgment debt since 2021 or 2022. They also have in their possession about 3 of my phones and 10,000 naira since 2019 that they legally took from me. The DSS also blocked my GTB account since 2019. Even after they dismissed their useless treason case, they are still blocking the account. So, and I have $100 there that I need very badly. So all these monies, when they come, we are going to use it to fight the system. But some of them will go to charity. So I'll give some of the money to the people of Ogoroshoki, whose house were to be demolished when I was declared wanted. That was the people I was going to see. And other groups. You know, I have a foundation that gives scholarship to people. I'm going to do giveaway to some of the guys there, the hungry guys that I work with alongside. I'm not mocking them. Some of our guys are genuinely hungry because the country is economically bad. So let them pay up. Don't waste my time. Yes, pay up. And we also have we still have some other pending lawsuits against them, even in Abuja here. And we hope the judges take a cue from what Justice Musa Kakaki did in Lagos. They gave a judgment that made it very clear that this is the most reckless and irresponsible policing that he has ever seen. To declare somebody wanted for a crime that he didn't commit or he wasn't going to commit, or because he took a position that the government didn't like, is the most reckless thing. So like we always say, because some of you ask, oh, when they give you judgment that is in support, you think the judiciary is good? No. We've always made it clear that part of our job is to bring justice to the judiciary. And that's why we go to court. It's to bring justice to the judiciary. The judiciary must work in our lifetime. But the judiciary is not just to give judgment, it must enforce its judgments. And that's where the problem, the police is notorious for not paying judgment debts. And I think that if they know that whenever they abuse people's rights and they get judgment against them, they'll have to pay, it will help them curb some of the criminal activities in the police and the recklessness and impunity. If they know that the police will be bankrupted and it will affect your salaries if we have to pay all the judgment debts, then you get held accountable and liable for your actions and inactions as police officers.
That's right. Omoyele Sowore. And today, when they booted this illegal police IG out of office, Sowore took his car straight to the police headquarters to go and see if he's going to see Egbetokun backing out now that he has no power over him or declare him wanted or ask his policemen to shoot at him, tear gas him, or even arrest and lock him up. All of this illegally. But he didn't see him. He just saw those who were standing in front of the office, probably police officers too. This was Abuja this afternoon.
We came to see the new IG. We want to see the new IG. We came to see the new IG.
We never get new IG.
We came to see the new IG. We came to see the new IG. Where is it? Where is it? They say they don't remove Egbetokun. I want to see the new IG. You are not aware that they have removed Egbetokun. You are not in the police. You don't send signal. So the new IG is still in the villa.
He never come.
When he will come now? Egbetokun still there here. Egbetokun has to leave. That's why I came. He's not supposed to be here anymore. Why is he still inside? Now no get signal. Say they don't. Not get new IG. So you cannot let me go and tell him to leave.
No, you can call him so that if he say we.
Do you have his number?
If you have his number, you can clear his list so that we have the other stuff.
I don't want to stay. I'm not interested in staying here. I said I don't want to stay. I just wanted to see if the new IG has come.
No, the new IG.
Okay. So that's the person. I don't expect Egbetokun to still be here. And I want to know the time they are pulling him out.
It's only the Egbetokun is inside now. The new one not come. It's in the villa.
I wanted to come and see what the new IG is there.
New IG. New IG.
Yeah.
They don't change the IG.
Look at this man. They don't change the IG now. So now we will tell you now with the police. All right. I'll come back tomorrow. Well done. All right. Let's go.
That's a Sowore. So he's here to tell the police officers that they have sacked their boss. So you have new boss now, and they all pretended that no, they were not aware. So he's going to go back there tomorrow. And indeed, Olatunji Disu is going to be your acting police IG, and then your substantial IG in the next couple of weeks. So that is the guy that is now going to organize your 2027 elections. Yeah. People said that, it was the commissioner of police. It was once upon a time the commissioner of police in Lagos. And a lot of people believes that he's a fine police officer. You get what I mean now? They believe that, in fact, some are already postulating, telling us that if this Tunji Disu is unable to reform Nigeria police, nobody else can reform Nigeria police anymore. Nigerians, and some of this, they are hyping and the rest are the right. So Just for your own glimpse. He's a known face, so like people can actually knows him more. We are about to find out. This was him when he was promoted to the his current position, I believed. When he was promoted to the position of AIG with his mom and his wife. It's a throwback.